Do you really know what your competitors are doing and how that impacts your business? In this video, I'm going to explore why understanding your competition is crucial to really be able to win in this market. And there are 6 tactics, very, very clear, that you could follow to be able to outsmart your competition. First, understand their strengths and weaknesses. If you understand their strengths and weaknesses, the probability of you understanding what they're going to do next is pretty logical. You just have to apply the logic if you understand what are their strengths and how the market is moving. 2, anticipate their moves. Most of your competitors, they tell you what they're going to do. They start putting ads, they put a press release, they do all these things to start saying what they're going to do in the future. So keep an eye on what are their communication and be able to anticipate what they're going to do. Number 3, learn from your competitors. Your competitors are trying to win the same market you're trying to win. So what they do, study what they do. You could learn from what they do that works and what they do that doesn't work. Embrace the 4th option. And this is something I learned from Kaihan Kripendor. He has a book called Outsmart Your Competition. And Kaihan has a format based on these 6 things on how to really understand what your competitors are going to do and try to be beyond obvious. I really, really like the way that he walked you through, said, okay, these are the logical things they're going to do. Now that you understand their communication, understand their strengths, their weaknesses, their communication, what they're doing, you could say, okay, if I was doing that, I could do these 2 or 3 things. But then what's the 4th option? What's the crazy thing they could do? And try to be creative about crazy ideas that they could do based on what you've seen. And by the way, if they don't do them, you could probably execute them first. And 5th, Kaihan has a framework called the ideas framework. Number 1, imagine, define your long-term vision and the impact you want to make in the world. Really, really clear what you want to do, where you want to be in the future, and just imagine that first. Then dissect and analyze your business identity, what's working, what's not working, and do the same for your competitors. What is working for them, what's not working, and what's their strengths and weaknesses. 3rd, expand and generate in a logic way and a creative way what they're doing or what they can do. You said, hey, if I had those strengths and weaknesses, or I was in their position, this is what I would do. Or just invent crazy things. And that will give you an idea of what they're thinking. Like you could think crazy ideas or what's logical next steps. I imagine your competition is doing the same thing. Your competitors are humans like you. They're seeing the same data as you. So you could really think what they're going to do, or even think crazy ideas they could do. If you really understand your competitors, their messaging, their strengths and weaknesses. Analyze, evaluate all the ideas and say, okay, which one do you think they're going to do based on your evaluation? And then 4th, sell. You have to sell it to your team. Align your team, your shareholders, stakeholders, to be able to do something really, really focused that has a big impact in the market. We see a lot of companies, they create great strategies, but then they cannot sell it to their investors, to their team members, to their clients, and that's why they could not execute it. So once you've decided on the strategy, you have to make the best effort to sell it in the best way to your clients, to the market, or to your shareholders. And the last one, shift your paradigm. And this is really important. You usually have certain paradigms, the way you see the market, the way you expect people to react. Just shift that. Get different ideas. Have a conversation with a creative friend or someone in a different industry and say, hey, if you were here, what would you do? Get some external ideas. Understanding your competition is not just a luxury, it's a must today. Today, the markets are extremely competitive. There's too many companies. Capital was very cheap in the last 20 years in the world, and there's a lot of competitors. While the market stays the way it is, there's going to be a lot of competitors that are selling stock and getting finance very, very cheap. And they're there even if they don't provide a lot of value. So it's really, really important that you're more strategic than them and be able to outthink them so you could really win in the market. All right, hope you like this. And by the way, once you have all of this, now you have to implement in your business. And the tool that I use the most to do this is the one-page strategic plan by Vern Harnish. This is a document he teaches in his book, Scaling Up. And it's a one-page plan, an operating plan Then you have to lay out your strategy, what you're going to do, your brand promise, your BHAG, your core competencies, your weaknesses and stuff. And once you put it in paper, you have to be very, very clear to write it in paper. So it obligates me as a CEO to have a very, very clear and distinct strategy written in the paper so I could get it right. So once I do all the strategy, understand my competitors, the strengths, weaknesses, everything, then I'm going to build my own strategy, put it in a one-page plan so it helps me execute it with this. There's the link below. I strongly recommend you download the one-page plan and write your one-page plan in your strategy. Thank you. Look forward to see you on the next video.